Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be doing a fun craft project that I enjoy doing in my spare time or for a customer. Today I will be doing a cat-themed phone case for an iPhone XS Max with a few custom pieces that I made from scratch and a few that I bought from the store. In this video, I will be showing you how to prepare your materials and your supplies. I will also explain why it's important to have a reference photo whenever you do this project, and how to be patient with this type of medium. Okay, so now we're gonna start with our case. So as you can see here, I already started the drizzle effect. I'm gonna show you how to do drizzle now here in a second. But you always have to scratch up the case, and I know it looks pretty beat up now, but that's what we want, so that way the silicones can stick a lot better. So you can take anything, scissors or an X-Acto blade. I always use an X-Acto blade whenever I scratch up the cases. It's a must to always scratch them up, so that way the silicone can stick a lot better. So let's get into it. Okay, so now we're gonna start to scratch the case. So you wanna start at an angle and then just go down and get it nice and scratched. Honestly, this is really satisfying to me because it just glides so smooth. And you can scratch it up as much as you want, like how I did. Like when I scratch my cases, I beat them up, and it makes the silicone stick on a lot better that way. So as you can see, I'm just scratching it completely up. It's okay if you scratch it up like this because no one's really going to see it anyway. It's just to help the silicone stick better. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to finally do the drizzle on the case. So I already prepared my hot glue gun with white. And what you want to do is you want to put a dollop, pull down, dollop, pull down, dollop, pull down, and then you want to connect it now that it's nice and hot. Okay, now that that's all done, as you can see, it's kind of dripping, but that's okay, we can always fix it. And then for the small gaps, I just like to put a little right there. And there we go. So there's the drizzle for the case. Now we are finally going to get to the fun part, making the silicone. Okay, so we're just going to let that dry for a couple seconds, and we are going to prepare the piping bag. So here, take your piping bag and your piping tip. I use a Wilton 21 star tip. And as you can see, I already marked off where I want to cut it, so plain and simple, just cut it at the desired length, put the icing tip all the way in, make sure you get it all the way down to right there. Now we need to tape it down. Okay, so I did this part already, so what you want to do is after you're done taping the tip, you want to put it in a cup like so that way it's ready for your silicone. Now the fun part, we are finally going to be making our silicone, and it's always important that this stuff is done way before you even start to do the silicone. And the reason why I say that is because silicone is very time sensitive, so we have to use this in a timely manner. So the second I pop this has to be done in a timely manner. So let's pop it open. As you can see, I already cut off the tip. Oof, it's a little too much. So I already cut off the tip because the tip is a little hard to get off on first try. So we're gonna get our caulking gun, put it in, make sure it's secure. Now we are going to finally Okay, so now we are ready to put the silicone in the cup and mix it. All right, so how many pumps you need is 3 for a standard phone case. Maybe a little more. 3.5. Press this little button down to stop the silicone. Okay. Now you want to get your paint. I know it's a dark pink, but since this is white, it can give us a better light pink color than the one I have inside. Okay, so I'm gonna get my popsicle stick. Just gonna mix it. And you wanna mix it until everything's all blended together, and you can add more paint, but add little amounts the more you go. And the reason I say that is because if you add more paint to the silicone, then it won't dry. Either it will take days to dry or it won't dry at all. So it's always important to add into the mix gradually. Okay, so now it's the right color pink that I want for this case, so we are gonna put it into our piping bag. And this part's so satisfying too, to put in the bag. So let's see. And you always wanna make sure you scrape it all out. You wanna at least try to get all of it, almost all of it out. Like I can sometimes get away with not getting most of it out. I remember the first time I did my one of these phone cases, I used a jar. And it didn't work so great because, well, I couldn't get it all out. But that didn't really stop me, so here we are. Okay, so we have most of the silicone out. I want to get it off of that off the popsicle stick. Okay, now we're gonna slowly but gently pull the cover over, or just let it pop out, I guess. And then, okay. So as you can see, here is all the silicone. All right, so now at this part, what you wanna do is you wanna get something flat like the end of this and just press all that silicone down. Just press it down. But whenever you press it down, be very gentle because you don't wanna pop your bag. Okay. People make it easy in YouTube videos, but like right now, I don't know why it's so messy when I usually do this like almost all the time. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so next you get the top. So you want to push it all the way down like that. Twist the end. And before you start, you always want to do like a little practice pipe. So let's get that going. We're gonna use, I guess, this paper because I'm just gonna throw it away anyway. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to give a little squeeze and pull. Perfect. So now we are finally going to pipe the case. So take your case, and you always want to start at the top right corner. And your goal is to get 4 rows of silicone when you pipe. Ooh, I'm liking this so far. And it's okay if you mess up too, because the pieces are just gonna cover it anyway, so. You always want to leave the bottom corner you always want to leave this blank so that way you can give a clean finish when you're done. Okay. And it's always good to make sure that you have a steady hand when you do this. So yeah, I messed up there, but that's okay, because we're just gonna go over that with silicone anyway. Just pipe it Like I said, you need to have patience when you do this because I'll admit, when I first started, I didn't really have patience and I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. It looks fun. Like, how hard could it be? Believe me, it was hard, so, but that's okay. And you always want to make sure you try to hide all the flaws when you do this too. So as you can see here, I am basically almost done. You want the puffs to be big. Okay. Okay. Now final row. Okay, so as you can see here, I have 5 rows, but that's okay. It's like, so your goal is you always want to have 4 rows, but it's okay if you have more than 4, especially if you're starting out. Because I remember when I started out, I had 6 to 8 rows of silicone, but that's okay. I was just beginning anyway, so. Okay, so now it's time for the final row. Nice big puffs. Final puff, that's always a satisfying puff. Okay. Okay, luckily there's a piece going there anyway. Okay, now it's time to finally decorate it. So here's the case all finished. Hey guys, while I was recording this video and editing it, I realized that the camera cut out on me while I was finishing it up. So here is the case all finished. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good day. Bye guys.